Hello everybody, I am demonstrating two Logitech UE Mini Boom speakers. As you probably know, these can be paired together when playing Bluetooth music from your phone or from your other kind of music device. You can Bluetooth as a stereo pair between the two speakers. What I'm going to do is use these speakers as a stereo guitar amp today, so it could be something a little bit more demanding for the speakers. I am going to use a Zoom Geon multi-effects unit because it puts out some sounds that are really quite demanding for any kind of musical setup, certainly for speakers. And so we're hearing some synthesizer tones and some drum tones, and we'll see how the Mini Boom UE speakers sound as a stereo pair. Let's start off with some drum sounds. I'm just going to switch this to rhythm and start one up. Okay, so you won't get any idea of volume, obviously, and because I'm recording in mono, you don't get any sense of panning or ping-pong echo type effects or anything like that. But what I can give you is an idea of the sort of clarity that we're getting, and as you can hear, the bass drum and snare drum are coming through nice and rich and sharp and clean. Particularly on the bass note, it's quite forceful, but it's not muddy. So the sound production of drum beats is really pretty truthful. I'm going to try some guitar synthesizer sorts of sounds now. So just at the beginning of that, you can probably hear the acoustic sound of my guitar, and then the synth will fade in. I'm getting big stereo effect happening there, and that's working absolutely fine. Incidentally, what I'm doing is putting the pedal through this very simple stereo splitter, just like you would use to use two sets of headphones from one MP3 player, something like that. Okay, now when you're using Bluetooth, you can actually pair the two wirelessly. When you're coming through audio equipment in the way I am, you will need to have a splitter, so one signal into each speaker separately. Alright, let's move on to different sound, maybe something a little harsher. Okay, so as the sound bounces around all over the place, they're having no trouble coping with that at all. Sorry, I probably should have given you some warning before starting that sound. The reason I've chosen this sound is because it uses a ring modulation effect, which is very raspy, very hard edge, and it really tests the detail that your speakers can reproduce. So yes, not musically pleasing, but certainly a good test of your speaker's capabilities. Okay, so some straight up distortion there, that's sounding pretty good. Something very bassy. Another messy one. So that is playing a, I think the equivalent of a B1 note on a piano, so a very, very low B. And I'm not hearing any unusual artifacts or anything like that. I think they seem to be coping okay with that. And that's about the lowest note you're ever going to hear in music. I know it's not the main note that you're hearing, but if you listen through the note at the very, very deep sub-octave sound, hear that we are picking up every vibration of it there. Okay, I think that's about all we got for sounds, apart from usual guitar kinds of things. So we've heard very distorted sounds, very synthesizer sounds, heard the drum sounds as well. We've gone right up to the treble and right down to the bass. And as a stereo pair, I think the Logitech UE Mini Boom speakers are performing really, really well, and you get all the benefit of the stereo effects and also the rechargeable battery, which gives you total portability. So very light, very portable, reasonably loud, and a great piece of kit if that's what you're looking for. Thanks for watching, guys.